Allhc News. Allhc Logistics Holdings Corp. Ayala companies asking stockholders if they prefer to physically attend their annual meetings in 2023. The Ayala Group is giving its shareholders the option to physically attend its annual meetings this year after 3 years of holding these gatherings virtually. The respective boards of Ayala Land Logistics Holdings Corp. ALLHC and Integrated Microelectronics Inc. IMI, disclosed that they could opt to hold a physical annual meeting if shareholders holding at least 10% of these firms' stocks demand it. Both ALLHC and IMI boards have approved the holding of their annual meetings this year in a fully virtual format. Listed corporations have been forced to conduct their annual meetings through Zoom or Microsoft Teams since the COVID-19 pandemic broke out in March 2020. RLC News. Robinson Land Corporation. Frederick Go plans to double Robinson's Land's warehouse portfolio. Robinson's Land Corp. RLC, led by its president Frederick Go, will scale up the construction of warehouses as it aims to double its gross leasable area, GLA, in the next couple of years to meet the growing demand from e-commerce companies. RLC's wholly owned subsidiary Robinson's Logistics and Industrials Inc. RLX, which is focused on developing world-class and large-scale logistics facilities and industrial parks, has so far completed 8 warehouse projects with a GLA of approximately 200,000 square meters. RLX Senior Vice President and General Manager Maybel Aragon Gobio said businesses looking to add agility to their supply chains to meet market demand are driving the need for more warehouse operations. As commerce between Southeast Asian countries and the rest of the globe expands, we want to help our clients get their goods and services to customers more efficiently, and be a key partner in their growth and expansion, Aragon Gobio said. With this robust demand, it is now one of the fastest growing segments of RLC and could easily double its gross leasable area in the next couple of years, she added. Last December, RLX broke ground on the second phase of RLX Calamba, which is strategically located near the SLEX Canlubang exit. It consists of temperature-controlled warehouse facilities that can be designed to a tenant's exact specifications. RLX Calamba Phase 2 is scheduled to be turned over by the second half of the year. Mer News. Manila Electric Company. Meralco Biz looks to empower more businesses. Manila Electric Co. Meralco is looking to empower more businesses to thrive even in challenging business environments through Meralco Biz. Meralco Biz is gearing up to enable the resurgence of businesses with its suite of services and solutions to increase operational efficiency and optimize resources. With SMEs as the backbone of the economy, they must always have constant and reliable partners who can help them grow their business and seize opportunities for success, Meralco Biz Assistant Vice President and Head Joy Mendoza said. We are confident that we can be that partner through our established relationship management practices, technical competencies, and a wide array of future-ready services and solutions, Mendoza said. Many businesses are looking to get back on track after scaling back operations due to the challenges brought about by the pandemic. With electricity crucial to any business whether setting up or expanding, Meralco Biz said it could bolster businesses with a power demand of 5 to 499 kilowatts (Q) across different industries. Free consultations with Meralco Biz as early as the planning stage help to ensure the business is poured in time for the target opening, it said. Meralco Biz said customers can also achieve further cost efficiencies and maintain safe operations through its comprehensive and tailor-fit solutions that match business needs, such as pick, off-peak and net metering. Meralco Biz likewise offers end-to-end energy solutions, including seamless endorsement to subsidiary services such as fiber optic internet connectivity, indoor air quality solutions which optimize health, solar panels that augment power supply, and electric vehicle fleet capabilities. It services over 72,000 small and medium enterprises with a monthly power demand of 5 kilowatts to 499 kilowatts across major industries including restaurants, malls, hotels, manufacturing and commercial buildings and more. Manila Electric Co. is optimistic that the lower electricity rates at the spot market will mitigate the impact of the completion of its refund of P0.19 per kilowatt-hour. The refunds will be reflected in bilang statements of customers starting February. Meralco spokesman Joe Zalderaiga said they have yet to receive the final bilans from suppliers but there is an upward pressure on the electricity rates this month. Zalderaiga said this is due to the completion of a distribution-related refund equivalent of P0.19 per kilowatt-hour for residential customers. However, we are optimistic that this can be mitigated by lower WESM prices given the improved Luzon grid situation amid lower demand and less power plants on outage, as well as the absence of yellow alert in the last supply month, he said. WESM or the wholesale electricity spot market is the country's trading floor of electricity where rates are high when demand is tight and rates are low when there is ample supply. We also expect lower natural gas prices as a result of Malampayas quarterly repricing to further help temper any increase in other bill components, Zalderaiga said. Tel News. PLDT, Inc. Tuldok. PLDT unit strengthens dominance in data center business. Vll has completed the capacity expansion projects of its premier Vitro data centers in Makati and Parañaque, further strengthening its position as the country's dominant data center. Victor S. Genuino, Vll President and CEO, said they continue to expand and transform existing facilities to remain at par with hyperscalers' global standards. Construction of Vll's 11th state-of-the-art data center in Santa Rosa, Laguna is in full swing. This transformation includes the expansion of Vitro Makati 2 and Parañaque which will add 1,820 new racks ready for service as early as March this year, and an incremental 14 megawatts to the total power capacity of Vitro. We've expanded the 4th and 5th floors of our Vitro Makati 2 and we are currently increasing capacity for Vitro Parañaque. These expansions will allow us to deliver on the urgent requirements of our current roster of customers, while providing additional capacity to new customers this year as we prepare for the launch of Vitro Santa Rosa in the first quarter of 2024, he said. Vitro Santa Rosa, Vll's biggest hyperscale data center, will activate an initial facility capacity of 14 megawatts in early 2024, which will further increase to 50 megawatts once fully operational. The 3 projects that are undergoing construction are expected to generate an additional 28 megawatts, increasing the total power capacity of VITRO's network of data centers by 82% to 62 megawatts by early 2024. VLL News. Vistaland at Lifescapes, Inc. Manny Villars Vistaland issues additional corporate notes. Manny Villars property holding firm Vistaland and Lifescapes Inc. VLL has issued additional corporate notes amounting to 2.9 billion pesos. The debt securities came from the 12 billion pesos corporate note facility VLL secured in December last year. In a regulatory filing, VLL said the additional corporate notes are due December 26, 2025, at a fixed interest of 7.2595% per annum. Proceeds from the additional notes issuance will be used by VLL to refinance existing or maturing obligations, as well as for the other general corporate purposes. Last December, VLL made an initial drawdown of 8.6 billion pesos at a fixed rate of 7.9314% per annum from the corporate note facility. VLL entered into a corporate notes facility agreement with BDO Capital at Investment and China Bank Capital as lead arrangers and bookrunners and Union Bank of the Philippines as joint lead arranger. VLL subsidiaries Brittany Crown Asia Properties, Camelo Homes, Communities Philippines, Vista Residences, and STR serve as guarantors. BPI News. Bank of the Philippine Islands. BPI posts 66% jump in annual profit as loan growth gathers steam. Earnings of Ayala-led Bank of the Philippine Islands BPI surged by 66% in 2022 to a record 39.6 billion pesos. BPI's latter robust profitability was driven by strong loan growth, higher net interest margin and lower provisions, as well as a gain from a property sale in the second quarter. Without the impact of the one-off gain from the property sale, the bank's net income amounted to only 35.9 billion pesos, 50.2% higher than the previous year. Revenues grew 21.7% to 118.5 billion pesos on the back of a 22.2% jump in net interest income to 85.1 billion pesos, which was achieved due to the expansion of the bank's asset base. For the fourth quarter alone, BPI's latter net income stood at 9.1 billion pesos, 41.4% higher year-on-year, but 10.3% lower quarter-on-quarter. BPI's latter non-interest income, on the other hand, rose by 20.3% to 33.5 billion pesos, primarily from the one-off gain on the property sale, higher fees from the credit cards business transaction banking services, as well as gains from foreign exchange transactions. Total loans recorded by the bank reached 1.7 trillion, up 15.3% driven by growth in the credit card, corporate, SME and auto portfolios. Total deposits also increased by 7.2% to 2.1 trillion, while current and savings accounts (CASA) went up by 3.5%. CNVRG News. Converge Information and Communications Technology Solutions Inc. Dennis Anthony U.S. Converge tops Netflix's ISP Speed Index in December. Trading fiber broadband provider Converge ICT Solutions Inc. topped the list of internet service providers, offering the best primetime Netflix streaming experience. Bilyonaryo Dennis Anthony U.S. Converge recorded a speed rate of 3.6 megabits per second in December, with a full-year average speed of 3.42 megabits per second. This is a marked improvement from the preceding 6 months where Converge has consistently been logging 3.4 megabits per second. We're proud to be recognized by a leading streaming service as the ISP giving the best experience to its viewers. This is proof of the top-notch technology that goes into our network to be able to deliver quality entertainment to Filipinos, said Oy, Converge CEO and co-founder. According to Netflix, the average speed rating of the Philippines versus other countries is at 3.6 megabits per second. Converge has been ranked number 1 by Netflix in its monthly speed index for the majority of 2022. The ISP Speed Index is a measure of prime-time Netflix performance on a particular ISP and not a measure of overall performance for other services or data that might travel across the specific ISP network. Faster Netflix performance generally means better picture quality, quicker start times, and fewer interruptions. Converge is the first and only ISP in the country to upgrade its network backbone data transmission capacity to 800 gigabits per second.